where citizens that are not involved in the war can stay and know they're safe. So in a way, they're a short-term violence reductive.
Wow, that's a perfect idea. Where would these zones be, though?
Well,
One in each region?
You can either have them in one region, or you can mix the regions together.
Mix the region? What do you mean?
Well, you could have zones of peace for women and children, right on the borders of Georgia and Abkhazia. So this way people will begin to see their enemies as actual people and realize they're not so different from one another. There was a time when Georgians and Abkhazians lived in harmony, and it can happen again. By forcing them to mix, we will further our goal of moving towards harmony.
That is an amazing idea. However, I am not sure that the people would be too happy about that. I think you should talk about creating zones of peace in your speech, but not necessarily mixing the people. I just don't think they'd like that.
Perhaps you're right. If I'm elected, then I will offer this as an option to the people. But for now, I guess I'll only talk about the need to protect their innocence. Wow, we've made such great progress in such a short amount of time. I couldn't have done it without you, Ida. You're my savior.
I love you, Jokola, but I cannot continue this affair if you are married. It is not right for your family or your children.
I'll call her today then. All I want is you.
And risk her telling the public? That would be political suicide. You cannot tell her until after the election.
But I want to be with you. I love you. I want you to stand next to me when I give the speech. After all, none of this would have been possible without you.
That is so sweet, Jokola. And perhaps it is even possible. Perhaps I could stand next to you during your speech as a sign of the needed unity between Abkhazia and Georgia. You could introduce me as your dear friend and use me as an example of the possibility of peace between our countries.
You think that's a good idea? What if they arrest you?
I am willing to risk that for the peace of this country. You can decide what you think would be best, but I will be there by your side if you want me there.